Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the Morale Booster. Let me go solo for now. Welcome, everybody. Thank you. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from wherever you are watching this program from. This is the Morale Booster. Right now, we're having a virtual conversation with servant leaders from all over the world. We have leaders from the United States, from Canada, from Europe, and we will be having a conversation. Now, this is 2022. 2022 is a year where we are expected to either continue with our goals or to set new goals. So we have servant leaders here who will be talking to us about the importance of setting goals. So if you're listening to me right now and you can hear me, I want you to please type I can hear you in the comment section. So we're going to make it as informative as possible. And I want everybody to please grab a pen, grab a notepad, whatever you feel comfortable writing with. This session is going to be so powerful, very informative. This session would help you understand the importance of setting goals. Yes, okay. If you can hear me, please type I can hear you in the comment section. Awesome. Awesome. Hello Pele, thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. So, well, what I would do without wasting much of our time, I would want to introduce these guests. I'll bring them in. They would all be here. We will start introducing them one after the other. These are powerful people we want you to listen to. So, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and enjoy it. Yes, 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 yes. Hello, hello, leaders, servant leaders. We have Beverly Johnson in the building. Beverly Shell Johnson. Hello, Beverly.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I am doing well. Hello, Celeste. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. Let's see. Someone's trying to join now. Okay. Hello, Shannon. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
Great, great. That's Senada from the United Kingdom. Senada, how are you?
I'm fine. Hello to everybody and greetings from UK.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you. I know it's pretty late over there right now. What time is it there in the UK?
It's 10 past 10.
Awesome. Great, 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 great. And we also have Real with us. Real all the way from Canada. How are you? Can you hear
Thank you. How
me?
are you, John? How is everyone doing?
Awesome. We're great. We're great. Now,
Yes, I
it seems
can.
we're having some latency issues with Real. We're having a slight delay with your communication. So it should be your network. I hope it gets better with time. But anyway, we would make it happen. Right. So right now we also have another gentleman, IK, all the way from Canada. How are you, IK?
I'm very good, very good. It's a pleasure to be here with this powerful women and servant leader, and you as well as the host. So, I thank you for inviting me, and I look forward to doing this.
Awesome. That's great. 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 Thank you so much, everybody. I'm so excited right now. And we have some really powerful questions we would like to ask. But before we go ahead with the questions, I want all the panelists to please grab your phones. And those of you who are watching, please grab your phones if you have them with you. Let's share this broadcast, right?
Ah.
Let's share this. Share it, go to my page, just go to my page and share from there to
I
your
like this.
page.
I like this. Live on live. Just do it.
Oh yes, let's
I
get
like
it
it.
done. Let's get it done.
So on
it's
your
it,
page,
yes. So you go to my page. Let's see.
okay.
I am doing the same thing now.
So your Instagram page.
No, no, no. Facebook.
I don't have that on my phone.
Oh, okay, okay. It's all right. I'll let's see. I'll tag Beverly. I'll
I have
tag
shared it.
Celeste.
I'm done. I've
Shannon.
already shared mine.
Okay, great, great.
Yes.
I love that. The universe loves speed, you know?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yes, let's all share it and we're good to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, from wherever you're watching, it's going to be a wonderful session. It will be, we promise not to take much of your time, but just relax and enjoy it. Enjoy the flow. For those of you who, would be watching the replay, just remember to type the word hashtag replay. That way we would know how to respond to your questions. So let me start in no particular order, just that I'll call the names based on how the system has arranged it. Beverly,
Yes,
yes,
sir.
we would want you to please just introduce yourself.
Certainly, certainly. Hello, everyone. Greetings from Chicago, Illinois. Greetings from Chicago, Illinois. I am Beverly Shirell Johnson. I am a registered nurse, been a registered nurse for over 33 years. I am a lifestyle health coach and consultant. And I truly, truly enjoy encouraging people and encouraging people and helping them get to the next level in their life and in their business by getting rid of the old and implementing the new, but in different ways. So I'm so glad to be a part of this. So glad to be a part. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, you guys know we mean business, right? Great. You just heard our profile. So thank you so much, Beverly. And the next person will be Celeste. So Celeste, please unmute yourself. Your mic is on mute. I had to mute everyone. Okay. So unmute your mic and do a quick introduction.
Hi, I'm Celeste Garrett. I live in Florida. I'm a certified public accountant and entrepreneur. I've had the privilege of traveling the world implementing an ERP system. I also help small startup businesses with ensuring their financial statements are accurate while mentoring the owners on how to understand the key performance indicators that are necessary to run a successful business. I have over 20 years in accounting, taxation, private equity, and public corporation experience. I started from a very humble beginnings, but I look at myself as an overcomer, and that's what I would like to do is help everybody um, overcomes what they're being held back by.
Awesome. That's great. Great, great, great profile. So you are a CPA, and we are having an event in Georgia, but that will be in February. So we will talk about you know if there's a possibility of you coming over. We're still looking for a CPA to be on that program. So thank you so much. Thank you. We need your wealth of knowledge in this program. Great. Welcome. And the next person is Shannon. Shannon, can you please do your introduction?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. It's so good to be able to join everyone. I am a pastor in the United Methodist Church and a professional holy mischief maker. I am helping people to live out their faith through acts of kindness, just to share people love so that they know that they are loved and for no reason at all. So I have been doing that for the past couple of years. I'm also a coach with the John Maxwell team. So I will occasionally coach clergy, but sometimes also lay people as well to help them reach their spiritual goals. I live in Peachtree City, Georgia, which has more miles of golf cart paths than it does roads. It's pretty spectacular and amazing, and I love it here.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, thank you. Your bio cracked us up, and the peach tree part of it. We love that. Thank you, thank you. So you talked about the holy mischief. I'm going to ask you about that later on, though. So I
Absolutely.
hope you're ready. I heard that. I heard holy mischief maker. Right. Okay. Thank you so much, Shannon. And the next person is our guest all the way, our panelist all the way from the United Kingdom. Sanada. Sanada, how are you? Just unmute your mic, Sanada. Can you hear me? let me see if.
uh,
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
from
Oh, oh, Sanada, how are you? Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you, John.
Oh, okay, great, 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 great. So, welcome, Sanada. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Sanada Dervishevich. I am a motivational speaker and coach. I also have been working over 15 years for National Health in UK, and my mission is to help people around the world with coaching, speaking, and also to make impossible possible. So also I am working with other coach and speakers around the world, which we all working together and making sure that people improve their life, start whichever they're starting from zeros, how they're going to improve we put the plan for them, and we make sure they achieve their goals and dreams.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Great, great, great. You were logged in from two different devices before, but right now we've gotten that sorted out. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Senada.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
what time? Yeah, what time is it over there? Like 10,
It's
16?
nearly 10:30 in UK.
Oh, you see, that's what it takes. That's what it takes to shine your light, to inspire and motivate people, to make sure that you are doing what you are called to do in this world. Thank you so much for taking time out and for staying up late for this program. We really do appreciate you for that, Senada.
You're
Eh,
welcome, John.
Thank you, thank you. So the next person who would be introducing herself is Real. Real, can you please introduce yourself? Thank you so much.
Hopefully, technology is on my side.
It's
Hello,
better now.
everyone.
Yes, it's better.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shirell Gunene. I am an energetic professional speaker as well as the author to Rise to Greater Heights book, which is a comprehensive guide to turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. I am also a mentor and a coach well known for encouraging many to rise from mediocrity into greatness because I believe that we're in full control of our own choices. So my title, Rise to Greater Heights, has inspired and empowered many to pursue their professional and personal passion to become go-getters. So as I wear many hats, as an international human rights analyst, diplomacy protocol officer, commissioner for oaths, really, you can just name it. Following my dreams, it gave me a purpose to see my goals through and understand that I do have everything around me to reach to my full potential. Thank you, John.
Thank you so, so much. First of all, I am so excited that your internet has improved, or rather, your connection has improved. You see, that's how it works. You know, we should never get discouraged. No matter what, life will throw challenges at us, right? Initially,
I'm
it was
telling
a struggle, but right now, you see, we're good. Thank you
you. Yeah,
so much. Thank you. I loved that introduction. So let's see.
thank you,
The
John.
next person now is Ikpanwosa Aswen, also can be called IK. He wants us to be able to pronounce that name properly. IK, 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 IK. Welcome and thank you. So
Thank
please
you.
introduce yourself.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. First of all, how do I follow up with real? That bio, I mean, the introduction was heavy. Anyway, my name is Ikmomusa Aswen. I am a writer and life coach, a vulnerability coach to be precise. Um, I focus on vulnerability because I believe, for men in particular, because I believe that, men, we've been molded in such a way that we feel we cannot really express our emotions. And a lot of men are there just chasing money, wanting to be the provider and protector. When there's so much more we can discover if we can discover our unique voice and purpose if we just are ready to be vulnerable and open ourselves and be real amongst ourselves. So That is basically what I do through my platform, Vulnerability Lifestyle. I'm also the host of a podcast called Power of the Voice, which is also linked with vulnerability as well, being able to express your voice and discover that thing, because I believe that we all are uniquely created. God has created us for a certain purpose. What I can do, you can do. What you can do, I can't do. So we all should discover our voice by expressing our voice. So that's what my platform does, and I'm looking forward to this conversation today. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, sir. Vulnerability, man. You you touched something there. Everyone expects a man to be so strong, and you know, people fail to sometimes check on this man to see if they are really
Absolutely.
okay, right? I love
Absolutely.
that. I love that. Thank you so much, my brother.
You're welcome.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you, everybody. Brief, beautiful introduction, and I really do appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. What we're about to do right now will ignite the fire in a lot of people out there. What we're about to do right now will be a wake up call to so many people out there. So I will be asking some rounds of questions. We might ask one person the same question. I mean, we might ask multiple people the same questions. And while people are discussing, some others who feel it's okay to if they feel they have some additional points to add to someone's conversation, they would also do that. So it's just going to be a conversation. Please, guys, relax. Let's make it happen. What we want to do now is to inspire somebody out there, is to motivate somebody out there, to help somebody understand that it's never too late for them to start setting goals. So we will start with the first person. Beverly, you ready to inspire somebody here today? Great, great, great. Okay, you need to unmute yourself, Beverly. Awesome. Great, 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 great. Welcome. So Beverly, now
Yes.
this is my first question for to you now.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts about setting goals? Generally, what are your thoughts? What do
Okay.
you think about goal settings?
Well, personally, I love setting goals. I have been taught to set goals since I could understand my parents. Okay, I love setting goals. It's a lifelong achievement. If you're, life is progressive. I always talk to people about the progressiveness of life, and in progressing, you need to have something to reach for. And in your mind, I always talk about us being a three-part being. We are spiritual, we are physical, we are mental. And in knowing that, we have to have something to reach for. Our mind must have new pictures, it must have new destinations. Other than that, it will repeat the negative sin nature that we already have. And and that's why we need to set goals. It's appropriate, it is natural, it is natural to try to pull ourselves forward and to progress. That's my thoughts.
Wow, wow, that's awesome. You just reminded me about something. You said we are spiritual. We are spiritual beings.
Yes.
Yes, and it's very, very correct. So for those of you who are listening, just take this as a reminder. They say everything in life is a cliche, everything. But it is whenever that cliche resonates with you that truly matters. So
Yes.
when you see everyone here, we're not trying to tell you anything new. For those of you watching via Facebook, watching via YouTube, wherever you're watching from, those listening via podcast, we're not trying to tell you anything new here. Our job is just to remind you of those things you already know. And for those of you who have not already started taking action, our job is to remind you so you can start taking action. And for those of you who already know it, just listen. There will be something that would strike your mind, that will resonate with you today. Am I right?
You are absolutely right, sir.
Awesome, great. Thank you so much for that. Now let's go to the next person, Celeste. I have a very, I have a question I want to ask you, which I think I'll ask everybody as well. Um, how do you set goals? What process do you apply? What processes do you apply to set goals?
When I'm looking at goals, I'm looking at what I want to do. I know life is a journey, and in that journey, you can either wander or you can um, go down a path that's going to lead you somewhere. I'm more of the path that's going to lead you somewhere. So, setting goals is a way of making sure that you stay on the path that you want to go. You can say that you want to make $1 million in your lifetime, but what's your lifetime? You have to have specific goals and you have to have the timeline in order to determine whether your goal is you're successful at meeting your goal or if your goal is not going to be met.
That's great, great, great. You talked about being intentional, right?
Yes.
The importance of being intentional. When it comes to goals, you have to be intentional. Because if you are not intentional, there are two ways, like what you said. You can either wander or you become intentional and hit on what you want for yourself. That's great. I love that. And you talked about timelines. Timelines, that is key. Thank you so much for dropping that. So the next person will be Senada. Senada, can you hear me? Please unmute your mic.
Yes, I can hear you, John.
Great, great, great. That's awesome. So, what are your goals for 2022, Senada?
Well,
Okay, just give
I've
us.
got,
I know we could have so many goals. Just give us
yes, I've got,
one or two major goals.
okay. I want to help other people around the world to be able to set the goals, to achieve the goals, and to make sure their dreams come true. That's my attention for my clients from all people around the world. I want them to be successful. I want them to feel what successful means. We all know the life is full of ups and downs. We all get and have been going through the hardships, but I am trying to learn them. We all know it's more difficult to make that first step. So what I'm learning people, even when we're going through health issues like mental health or physical health, we all know it's very hard to set or achieve the goal there. But then what I do is I set the goals for them and make sure there is a deadline for the goal. Like I've just completed the challenge for my book, which was 90-day challenge. So we had a 90-day to write the book. So I was
Oh,
committed. I was committed, okay, with 19 days, I will get that book done. And deadline is very important. We all have so many goals, but it's important to set one or two, three goals which are priority in our life and work on them. Set the deadline for your first top goal, work on it, set the deadline, let's say for 90 days, I want to achieve this. I want to be successful. I want to write my book. I want to be a speaker. Set the deadline and you will make impossible. Let's make impossible possible. So that's what I intend to do. And also now soon my book also will be published. So I'm happy about that because my attention was in a goal to help people. I already set the goals in December for this year. And I thought, by end of the January, I'll make sure my book is done. And that was my goal, which I already achieved,
wow, wow, that's awesome, Senada. That's a great one. Wow, wow. So
Thank you.
is the book available for purchase right now?
It's just in process of editing, so it will be soon available on Amazon, and it's gonna help many people. It's called Overcoming Hardship.
Great, great
Hardship.
title.
So how to overcome each hardship in the life. So I'm giving the tools to people how to overcome hardships in the life.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Let me see. Um, okay, real. It seems you dropped out before. You're back on now. Thank you. So I need to, because you're logged in from two
Yes,
different devices. I need to
that was the
remove one.
problem.
Oh, great, great, great. Yeah, Senada, thank you. That was beautiful. You know,
You're
you just inspired someone who probably has been trying to write his or her book, and that person probably has not been able to even complete two, three chapters, right? You just inspired someone. You had a 90 days challenge for your book, right? That's a
Yes,
great one. That's a great,
thank you.
great, great, great one. It means you have a powerful accountability group. And that will take me to the next
Yes,
question. Yes. And
yes,
it has to do with accountability. So thank you for that.
you're welcome.
Ike, this question is for you. Um, what's the importance? What do you think is the importance of having an accountability group? I know you belong to several accountability groups, right?
Oh, it's you can't put a price to it.
Right.
You can't put the price to having an accountability group. Now, before I answer that question, there's one question you asked that will just take me into that answer as well. For me, setting goals, it's about I set my goals in three stages.
Okay.
I have a long-term goal, yeah. I have short-term goals. Then after the short-term goals, I have intentions. Now, the intentions is what do I need to do and who do I need to be to achieve that goal. So, say for instance, I'm writing a book like Sonada now, yeah, and I say, okay, I want to launch it in June. Now, what do I need to do now to be able to write that book? Yeah, maybe write 2 hours or 3 hours a day. What's the best time of writing? Early in the morning, and maybe I normally wake up around 7 and have other things to do. So the intention is now to be that man that wakes up around 4 to write for 2 hours. So I have to prepare myself to be able to wake up around 4 to write for 2 hours and get used to it because the body works in a certain way. What is not used to, it needs to adapt to. So, first of all, I need to adapt to that intention, that person I want to be, so that I can slowly start working towards the goal. Then, because when you have a goal without these things, without having the short term and intentions, and you just say, okay, I want to write a book, you're working towards it, it's so easy to fall off and you don't achieve the goal. That's where the accountability comes into play. Having an accountability group. I have an accountability group of 7 women, and we meet every Monday. There's sometimes when things are not just going well for me in the week, just showing up and being with them picks things up again because you kind of they encourage you and you get ideas, different ideas. They say when two people, just the way we're here now, when 2 or 3 people are engaged in the conversation, there's an extra energy there. There's an extra energy that comes from the conversation. One idea is popping up, the next one, just like that. Things are flying. So, accountability group is something for anyone that sets goals. It's the only thing that can keep you on track for your goal, that will make you not derail and abandon your goal. That's one thing. Your accountability group will never let you drop your goals.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. You talked about having three stages whenever you're setting goals. And there's something you mentioned. You said you have an accountability group where they have 7 women, and you are the only man there, right? In that group.
Yes,
Just like this now. What a coincidence.
I, I'm,
so so
I'm used to it now. That's what I see all the time. Men,
oh great.
this is why it's a battle. This is why I'm in a mission to get the men to do the work. Men don't want to do the work.
they're,
Yeah.
they, they, they- they're relaxing, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
But
women's
our
are
fault,
winning.
though. The men that are watching, don't attack me. It's not our fault. It's the way the society has made us to believe that this is how we're supposed to be. You go chase the money. You go be the protector. That is your duty. So the women, that's why most women are servant leaders, because when they groom women from the beginning, they groom them how to take care of the home, take
How
care
to
of your brothers,
multitask,
your
do
sister,
everything. Yes, so
do
they're better
everything.
leaders.
So
Yes.
it's natural, it's innate for a woman. But for a man, you just want to go chase, chase, chase,
One
chase.
thing, and they feel that's everything in the
Yeah,
world, right? I agree with you. I agree with you on that. So the world will be a better place when women become, when they attain leadership positions. Right now,
absolutely,
they are working endlessly, tirelessly to make it happen, and we
absolutely.
need that change.
Absolutely. If I just want to say one thing, if they said the percentage of men in leadership in the Western world is 60%, right? More than 60%. In the Africa and some third world countries, it's 95%. Now, those men don't do the work on themselves, and women, most majority of the women do the work on themselves, like we can see now. So that tells you that a lot of people in power, actually, most of the men in power are even broken men. They haven't done the work. If the world just decides to say, you know what, let's hand over to women for a time being, let's just hand over to them. I think the world will be slightly better than it is right now.
I agree with you on that, but that will be a topic for another day. Let's
Yeah,
move on. I agree with you on that completely. So thank you so much for dropping those gems. So now, real, we are coming to you now with this question. So, what steps are you taking to help people understand the importance of setting goals? Oh, you need to unmute yourself. Sorry.
Oh
Yes.
my
Okay. Great.
goodness. Just to
My
add
my bad. I
on
was
Ika,
supposed to
you've
tell
just
you.
dropped like a bomb. Oh, can you hear me
Oh.
now?
Okay. It's we can hear you now.
Can you hear me now, John?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, just to add on you, Ike, really, I believe that you'll find yourself more inspired to take action when you have a support system that is cheering you on. So you've just dropped a bomb right there. I'm like, oh my goodness, this man, he's coming for me. He's coming for me. So to answer your question, John, really, really, the steps like in my career lifespan. Yeah, in my career lifespan, really, I've assisted many, many clients around the world to create a vision of whatever their lives they need and their business, how their businesses could look like. Because I believe that setting goals for themselves focuses their acquisition and knowledge, and it helps them to organize their time as well as their resources so they can make the most of their lives. So from the past year 2020 and 2021, really I've managed to motivate and empower audiences with a fresh perspective inspiration they require to pursue success and drive sustainable outcomes in a seriously funny way, like I've mentioned. So I've enabled my clients to find a clear purpose in their lives and equip leaders with a lifelong leadership skills using the coaching and mentorship approach to personal as well as organizational growth and development. So I believe that we are all in full control of our own choices. So my vision really is to help individuals and businesses through dynamic keynote presentations that inform, inspire, as well as entertain them.
Great, 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 great. Thank you so much. I know you're doing a lot. I know you have so many projects going on. You are sponsoring those young kids from South Africa, right? And you're mentoring them, you're
South Africa,
coaching them.
Swaziland.
Swans, yes, yes, you're coaching them,
Mhm.
and you have
Yeah.
so many things going on. You have so many things going on in Canada as well for you, and we do appreciate you. We thank you. You've written so many books. You've written so many
Mhm.
books. So right now, I would want us to talk about generally
Oh,
everybody.
yes.
Yeah. Let's start with Beverly. Beverly, do you have any? Have you authored any book, or are you working on any book?
Well, thank you for asking. Yes, recently I collaborated with many other authors on a book that is now in editing. It's now in editing. The
Okay.
name of the book is A Heart Note Anthology, Volume 1, meaning that there will be subsequent volumes.
Right.
And in this work, each author was asked to speak to a different condition of the heart. I myself, um, using my Christian beliefs, I spoke to my future self. Because so many times we look at the circumstances that we're going through at the moment, the pain of what we're going through at the moment, but yet when we look back over our lives, we look at that pain differently. So in this chapter, in my collaboration, is soon to be out. It's in editing now. I spoke to my future self to encourage not only myself, but to encourage others who would read that everything that you've gone through, though painful, and it is painful sometimes, life sometimes is painful, that everything that you've gone through, it is necessary, it is needed, it is a part of that mosaic puzzle that only our Father God, our Creator, knows in full detail. And we're going along in life being led spiritually, being led in every aspect of our life, trying to put those pieces of the puzzle together that He already knows. And that's where we really have to lead into it. And just to talk just briefly about what Real said, she mentioned mentorship. That is something I value so tremendously in setting goals. In fact, mentorship I value in every section of our life. I have spiritual mentors, I have mentors for my physical health, and I have mentors for my mental health. So I just, all of that is, I think, is just very, very important.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you
Mhm.
so much for sharing. You talked about life being painful. Yes.
Yes.
You know, right now, because of the pandemic and what we just, experienced from 2019 till date,
Mhm.
we all know that the level of depression has increased globally. The
Yes.
level of anxiety has increased globally. The
Yes.
level of domestic violence has gone up,
Yes.
even the
Yes.
level of hunger. So life has really hit us really hard.
Yes.
So this is the time for everybody to understand that the only way we can keep going is to have goals, because it is those goals that would give us a reason to be alive. What do you
And
think
that
about that,
that's
Celeste?
that's right.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. Without goals, you don't have anything to work towards. The goals is going to help you achieve and it's going to help you overcome. Um, I just think that people have to keep their eye on their goals in order to keep trucking through such a crazy world that we live in right now.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. That's awesome. So, Shannon, you are a minister of God. And I know even prior to the pandemic, you've always been that person who people look up to for, spiritual mentorship and general. So, what's your advice to that man or that woman who thinks it's already too late for them, to get
Oh,
started?
well, it's never too late, first of all. You can learn, achieve new goals, no matter what your age, no matter what your stage of life. And I think a lot of people, they get frustrated because they set a goal and they fall just short of that goal and they think they've failed. And they forget to turn around and look how far they've come. For me, goal setting in the beginning was very systematic. I had a process. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to brainstorm. And if I missed one of the markers to get to that goal, I felt like I'd failed. Sometimes I would say, well, that's not my goal anymore. I'm going to pick a new goal where I can completely succeed. And what I've learned throughout my life is that the goal setting is a tool to help you become what you are called and created to become, and that we're constantly recalibrating. So if we set a goal and we don't hit that goal, maybe we learned something and maybe we do have a new goal, or maybe we just need to recalibrate just a little bit and break down the process a bit more and do something a little bit different. And I think all of the things that we've talked about so far about accountability, we're not meant to do this alone. So goal setting is something you can do personally, but I think you really need someone to brainstorm with, who can add to it, that you can learn from, can help you grow deeper in your goal setting in whatever you're trying to achieve. And then when you do that, you also have built-in accountability because you've already talked about it. They're probably going to ask you about it. Even if they don't, in the back of your head, you talk to them about it. So just there's that extra level of intention when you're working through goals together. And that constant recalibrating and just relooking. We talked just a second ago about, having that goal and not just an idea. It talks about in the Bible, Paul says, we're all running a race. And we're all wanting to cross that finish line. But if you run as if you're going to get the prize, you're going to run a different race. And to me, that's what goal setting is. A lot of people, when they hear goal setting and spirituality, it sounds like it doesn't really match, that there should be grace and it should be very organic. And I do think there is grace and an organic process to this. But I also know that if you have your eye on something, you do things differently. And I think being aware of that in everything that you do, whether it's spiritual or physical or professional or relational, all of those things are different when you change your mindset.
Wow, that was powerful. Thank you so much for that reassurance. Thank you so much for um, making us know that it's never too late, explaining to us that with an accountability group or having accountability partners, it's also possible to stay motivated to go forward. You say goal setting is a tool. It is a tool. Now, for those of you who are watching via Facebook, those watching via YouTube, those who are listening to us via podcast, we want you to understand that Shannon just emphasized on the fact that goal setting is a tool. It is a tool that you must not take lightly. You must always, always, and always set goals. That's what will keep you alive. That's what would even help you in terms of having long life for as long as you know that there's something you're going after.
That is
Life
correct.
will be good. Yes. So
Yes.
thank you so much. Thank
That
you
is
so
so
much,
right.
Shannon. Yes,
Mhm.
thank you. So let's go to Real. Please unmute your mic. I know you have you have authored several books, and and I know you're also a minister, a minister of God. Can you please just throw more light on how you were? I've seen within the space of like 1 2 years, I've seen you author like 2 books or 3 books. Can you please tell us how you managed to set those goals and still keep up with those goals?
Oh my goodness. It's 4 books, John. It's 4 books in
Four,
total. Can
right?
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
So,
you.
did you say 4 books in 2 years?
Yeah, it's 4 books. Yeah.
Yeah.
You tell us how you did it.
Yes.
Yeah, 4 books in less than 2 years.
Just tell us.
4 books in less than 2 years. Whew.
Yeah.
It's
So
so in less
she's
than 2 years, I
determined.
had 4 books. Like when you have an emotional investment in your bigger purpose and goals, yeah, you are intentional about taking action. Like if your mindset is there, to me, if your mindset is there, you will definitely go confident in the direction of your dreams. So for me, really being intentional or setting my goals, it means that I'm doing things in my life with intention and purpose. In order for me to feel happy and feel fulfilled, I have to do what I did, what I'm still doing. I had to keep on doing that. Sometimes it's so easy to say you hope to earn more money or that you want to expand your business, but vague comments like this or won't take you anywhere in life, really. But if you want to create change, you need to get specific. You'll have to identify your goals that you want to become more intentional about reaching them.
Oh, did we lose her? Oh,
Momentarily. Oh.
let's see. Yeah, she's having some internet connectivity issues. That's technology, you know.
Okay, before she comes back on, I just want to say something about setting goals and talking about a book. She just talked about publishing 4 books in 2 years,
Yes.
and like John, I have written the first draft of my book. Now, for some reason, I don't know why it's so difficult for that book to come out because that book is titled Vulnerability. I think it has my heart and soul in it, so I'm kind of scared of letting go of it. That's why it's been so long. But I'm trying to understand how she was able to get it out, you know, in 4 books out in 2 years, and what it is that's making me hold on to this book and just because it's been written. I mean, for a whole year, it's just been written. I've been trying to re-edit it by myself. I think there's some sort of fear in it in releasing it because there's a lot in the book. I
Right.
mean, there's some personal things.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
some
So yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. Now that would now lead me to another question that would probably help you understand because sometimes you might want to get something done, but
Yep.
for some reason or the other, you just keep talking yourself out of it. You keep talking yourself out of it. So, Senada, I want to ask you: have you ever been, how do you overcome those limiting beliefs of you wanting to talk yourself out of a dream? For example, you have a goal, a major goal you want to accomplish, and all of a sudden something just comes to you and you realize that you want to talk yourself out of it. Have you ever been in that situation? If you have, how do you overcome such limiting beliefs?
Yes, I have been in that situation last year where have set the goals with my coach and my accountability partners and accountability group. But unfortunately, I had a health issue which have stopped me doing that. But I want to first say that, when we heal, the importance here is spiritual belief in God. The doctor has told me that I could be dying. And my faith, I want to thank God to be that I'm alive today because I wouldn't be with you guys. So that happened last year. But what I told doctor, listen, doctor, you're a human being, but my belief in God is stronger than you. So I know that God will heal me and I will be there because my
Yes.
purpose of the life is to help other people around the world. I'm too young to die. So the doctor was very impressed, saying like, whoa, I just told you could be having cancer and dying. And you just said that to me. Yeah, it was hard for me, but I decided to not tell any of my family members. I just told doctor, I will discuss it just with you. I doubt it alone with the doctors and everything. And then I already set the goals. So as soon as I got out from the hospital, I started working on my goals. I want to say we all talking about the goals, but I'm going to say it's not enough just to set the goals. What we can all have our goals and a plan. What the important bit is, I can teach my any clients how to set the goals, but how to make plan with them. But the important bit is to take that action now.
Yes.
Get up from that couch and take action now if you want to succeed your goal. Because I could be telling them or mentoring them or teaching them, but if I can do my bit and my work, but if they don't take action, they won't be able to achieve that goal because goal or a dream without action, it's not a dream, and the dream won't come true. So what we're doing is we're making impossible possible. We are making sure if you have a dream that your dream comes true. And I want to thank my coach, Tanya. I got a accountability group as well, which have been through, which have been working with me even when I was very ill, just to make sure I feel positive still. So even that I was going through the dark side of my life, I still could see, like they say, when we're going through depression and anxiety, there is a light, out of the tunnel. Because when we're going through depression and anxiety, everything's dark. We can't see that light. But what I want to say here as well, it's important, having the knowledge about being spiritual. It doesn't matter what kind of religion you are, God is one. Believe in the God. And I always say, without God, I am nothing and nobody. Because I believe when nobody couldn't help me, He was there for me. So I
Awesome.
always,
Sonata, do you want to come preach a sermon sometime?
Right
yes,
now.
yes, 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 why not? Thank you.
Dr. John, I'm going to have to pop off in a minute because we've got our leadership board. But Sonata, I just want to say that your witness is powerful, and I think when we're thinking about goals and we hear your story, it resonates that if we were told that we didn't have much longer, maybe we would say, no, I rebuke that. And maybe we would say, okay, well, I'm going to do the best with what I have left. And that would completely change our mindset about how we set goals. So I would just want to encourage, IK, I don't know, maybe you're supposed to recalibrate and do something else before you publish, or maybe it's time. But you're the one that has to make that decision. And in either way you go, it's not necessarily wrong. You're going to learn from it. And when you do put your heart and soul into something like that, there is a fear. And if that's the only thing holding on, I just pray that you can release that and step into your purpose, because other people need to have that passion and that heart and soul. And that's why you were created. So I hate to
Thank
leave on
you.
that. You guys this is amazing.
Thank you
That's
very
that's
much
you just you,
indeed.
you just you just you just dropped some powerful words there. And Senada, look, we'll come back to Senada. We know you want to leave now, Shannon. Can we just get a screenshot? Who has the fastest fingers there? Let's take a group photo before she leaves.
I am doing it. It's okay, John.
Awesome,
So I will
awesome,
tag everybody.
awesome. Thank you. I have already done that, but I just
Okay.
want
Yeah, I've
every one
done
of us to
few,
do.
so I will tag everybody after.
Great,
All
great, great,
right.
great,
All
great.
right.
So thank you so much,
Blessings.
Shannon.
Thank you, Shannon,
Thank
for
you.
your
Thank
kind
you.
words. It means a lot.
Yes. So you're free to exit now. Awesome. Okay. So Sanada, now
Hmm.
you talked about health issues, right?
Yeah.
My mom used to always say this to me. She would say, it is when you are alive that you can talk about things you want to do. And she would always remind me. That's why I always say, she would say, look, do you know so many people went to bed last night having plans for
Mm.
today, but unfortunately they couldn't even see daylight. They died. I
Mm.
took that from my mom. And I always say, just to remind people, right? When there is life, there is hope. And Senada, you've been through a lot. I just want to remind you that you are a masterpiece because you were created by God, the master, right? You are a masterpiece because you are a piece of the master, right?
Thank you
Every
very
one
much.
of us here, it is our time to rise and shine. It is our time to accomplish all our goals. That's why we're doing this. It is, it could be a reminder for some people out there. It's also a way to encourage us. We're humans.
Mhm.
My friend over here talks about vulnerability. Because we're out here speaking to people doesn't mean we do not have things that we go through in our lives, right?
Exactly.
But we're using those challenges to make other people know that irrespective of what you're going through, you are stronger than you think you are. When it comes to setting goals, we need to always be grateful for the gift
Yes.
of life, which is the best gift ever. The best gift ever. It is never too late to set goals. You can start from wherever you are with whatever you have. Just always wait for that reminder. There are so many people who they're out there. When you tell them, look, come and listen to some motivation, they'll say, oh, motivational speakers are here again. Yes. So I want everybody to know that we're not here to tell anybody anything new. Our job is just to constantly remind everybody of what they already know so they can take action. Senada, we love you so much. You've been through a lot. God has spared your life. God is going to use you and your story to heal people, to inspire people, to
Mhm.
motivate people. God has not finished with you. This is just the beginning. Okay. So thank you so much for sharing that beautiful story. We love you so, 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 so much. Yeah. So let's go to Beverly.
Yes, sir.
So we're just going to go one round each. Just give some words of encouragement. That's what every other person here will do before we go for the day. Words of encouragement. How, just encourage somebody out there who's listening to you that
Sir.
life is not over and they can set goals. Thank you.
Most definitely. Definitely, life is not over. We deal with pain. We deal with pain in our spiritual lives, in our physical, and in our mental aspect of our lives. But what we have to realize that nothing changes until we take massive action. And as Miss Sonata said, action was needed. We are given choices every day when we rise. Every day we have another chance. We have another gift from our Creator, from Father God. We have another gift to get it together and to go forward into purpose, or to hold back and it's like, maybe not today. It is a choice, a daily choice. And sometimes life comes, as Sonata said, it comes like you have to make a decision right now. She made a choice to live. Life is progressive. Everything that we do, everything that we experiences pulls us either forward, or it stops us right where we are. And I for one believe that there's just too many dreams in the cemetery today. I just believe that there are just too many dreams in the cemetery. Too many people just wanted to stay with the status quo instead of taking a chance. There are too many people who just wanted to say, okay, well, this is enough. This is good enough. And when they had potential for more, who knows everything or everyone that we are supposed to do and all the people we are to reach. Only thing we know is who we are reaching right now. But there's so many more voices, not just for this present day and age, but for time to come. Our voices reverberate. We're still listening to messages from Miles Monroe. And we're still listening to messages from great speakers who have now gone on. We're still listening to great messages. My goodness, and we have to implement them into our lives today. So life is progressive. Never stop, never quit, never give up. Even though life is difficult, don't quit. One of my favorite poems. Don't quit. Do not ever quit. Life is progressive, and you need to be progressing in life.
Thank you so, so much. That was powerful. Powerful. Thank you,
Okay.
Real. Thank God we have you back now. So Ike, I'm sure Ike would want to connect with you. He would need some strategies on how you were able to publish 4 books within 2 years So he would need that energy, that I don't know. So is it something you can talk about briefly?
Yeah, I managed to listen to you when I was just when I stepped out to pick up the kids. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear? Yeah, so I listened to what he was asking. Honestly, I can really, you'll have to stay motivated. I know you've already started writing your first book, so stay motivated. And the only rule you should be mindful is that you oversee your life, and if you admit that you alone are in full control of your own choices, you will definitely publish your first, second, or third books within a short frame. I wrote my first book, Rise to Greater Heights, within 45 days. I published 200 pages book. I published it, and then with the death of George Floyd, it made me to realize that we need to stand for a world where no one shall live in fear because of the color of your skin, and where the criminal justice system treats everyone fairly and equally. So I published that book within 2 months. And then I compiled two other books, Resilience to Greatness, Cultivate Your Mindset for Success. So if I can do it, you can do it too. We can connect after this, AK, really, because I'm just gonna wrap up everything because right now this is the only chance, and the kids are now home, so they'll be all over the place. I just want to encourage everyone that you are destined for greatness. Inside of you, God has put seeds of excellence. And those seeds are supposed to grow and flourish. But you know what? Many people have become crippled by their past encounters, and some have stepped over other people to the top. But I believe that God has a plan for every one of us. And your objective is what you were designed for, and the reason why you live today. With God, we are all destined for greatness as long as we follow His strategy. This is when the growth commences, because discovering your gifts and following God's idea will make you understand that you are the only one who can make your dreams come true. With me growing up, I didn't have much because my father decided to have an early departure from this planet Earth, but I had everything because of my mama's love. So I think whoever said that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today onwards, Riel Konene, believe that the sky is our point of view. We all need to rise to greater heights. Thank you so much, John, for having me. Thank you so much,
Thank you, thank
everyone,
you, thank you
for
so much.
being
Thank you
on
so
this
much.
platform.
Thank you. That was powerful. Thank you, and God bless you. I see the kids are back. Awesome, awesome. So let's go to Celeste. Uh, can just give us some words of encouragement?
Okay.
Uh,
I've told my daughters from day one that they need to live their dash. And
yes,
what I mean is, if you look at a tombstone, you're going to have a date that you were born and a date that you died. And that dash in between is what really matters. That's your legacy. That dash is going to prove who you are, what you've done, what you accomplished, and how many lives you've touched. You need to dream big. And if your dream isn't big enough to scare you, then you need to find another dream.
That's right.
And so I just think you have to take the life that you are given and make the best of it. And if you can break out of the issues that you've had growing up, that just makes it that much better. I've told my girls, and I will tell everyone, that they can accomplish whatever they set their minds to. And I truly
right.
believe that.
Yes, that's true. I 100% agree with you. Right? You talked about having big dreams. If those dreams are not big enough to scare you, then there is no need wasting time on those particular ones, right?
Correct.
Richard Branson said, if your dreams don't scare you, then they are too small, right? It takes the same energy to think small and the same energy to think big. So why then will we make a choice to think small
That's
when
right.
it takes the same energy? So thank you so much for that. And now let's go to Ike. Ike, just give us some last,
Yes.
words of encouragement before we end the show.
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother. My words of encouragement is specifically for people over the age of 40, and maybe precisely men, because it's never too late to start. There's a saying, I don't know if it's an African saying or a general saying. Uh, they say a fool at 40 is a fool forever. That's totally, I debunk it. It's a lie. You know, I was over the age of 40 before I started realizing my purpose, before I knew why I was created, on earth. I never could speak. The things I do today, tell me 2 years ago that I would be speaking here with one person, speaking with one person. I'm very shy, very shy. I couldn't speak, but I'm speaking, writing a book. I never thought that was possible. Sometimes I read some chapters of my book and I'm like, oh my God, did I write this? I pinch myself. I still pinch myself today. So I'm just saying this out to anyone. Don't let anyone tell you it's too late. You're over 40. Because they keep saying in Africa, full at 40 is a fool forever. No, you can. Life starts at 40. I was 41 when I realized myself. I'm 43 now. It starts at 40. It's never too late. We are all uniquely created. There's something special in you. I mean, the things I discovered about myself, yeah, it's unbelievable. We don't know what we're capable of. That's why I love that core question. Who are you? I mean, why are you here and where are you going to? When we start to question ourselves, when we start to ask ourselves these critical questions, the answers takes us to our purpose. So never give up. Never, ever, ever give up. You're special and you've got a purpose in this life that you're in. So ask yourself those questions and drive towards your purpose. That's my encouragement.
Thank you. That's powerful. Powerful. You see, those three questions changed my life. Those three questions changed my life. Those were questions I heard from the late Dr. Miles Monroe that gave me a U-turn. Who am I? Why am I on earth? Where am I going? But he asked five. Who am I? Where am I from? Why am I on earth? Where am I? What can I do? And where am I going? But I picked those three. Those three are the life-changing questions. Who are you? Why are you on earth? And where are you going? Thank you so much for bringing this up. And I know somebody out there just got inspired. Thank you. So, Sanada, um, words of
Uh,
encouragement before we go.
I want to share with everybody that because I've written a book, Overcoming Hardships, so that verily after every difficulties, it comes an ease. So after rain, soon comes. We all know that. So I want to tell everybody to never quit. Quitting is never option. So always try to stay positive, stay blessed, stay focused, do what you can, and what you can do, leave the rest to the God.
Great,
And I
great.
also want to just share a little bit because we concentrated about spiritual thing, but I just want to add about physical health and mental health because I worked in medical field for 15 years. I want to just share that importance of our physical and mental health. But what have I realized by studying and going through myself as well, and I had to overcome depression myself. That many people these days they don't really understand mental health, and the reason is because physical health, for example, if I or somebody else break the hand, you can see, and you can see that is pain. But we got people around the world which are suffering with depression and anxiety more than ever. They're in pain. They're in pain, but many people are not understanding them. They don't even know how to approach to them. They don't even know how to talk to them. We got the failure of family members which don't want to help that person. So I am also dealing with that. And I'm trying to help people like that because I've seen in many communities, people don't have knowledge about the mental health. They think, oh, mental health or depression doesn't not even exist. if you look at the different communities. But what I want to say, the people which are suffering with depression and anxiety, you can do it, and please try take that first baby step. Once you do the baby step, then try exercise, and there is other actions that you need to do. But if you're struggling with mental health, please reach to me. I'm there to help. And also we have a mental health charities in UK, which we helping many people, even when people decide there's no hope or try to do suicide. So I am medically as well. I want to help those people. So I want to get qualified so that I can even prescribe the medication. So for me, it's been like everybody's talking about religion, everybody's talking about physical health, but we have not been talking about mental health. We still see people struggling so much, even through the pandemic. Everybody nearly had a depression and anxiety, but there is a people which were scared to talk about it because in those communities it's shame to go through mental health, which is not right. And I know it's not right. So I was reaching to people like that, which their own family members didn't want to help him. And I'm like, you know, there is a hope, and let's do step by step. Let's start from baby step, and you'll see the light, you will achieve, and I'll make sure you do achieve your goals and dreams.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. That's powerful. Mental health is something a lot of people shy away from, especially like those people in Africa. Okay, they don't want to talk about mental health because when you mention the word mental health, they feel you're talking about someone being
Mental.
mentally deranged,
Brain,
right?
yes.
Mhm.
Yes. So
Yeah.
they don't want to talk about it. And
Mhm.
that mission you are embarking on, Senada, please keep it
Yes,
up. There's so many people who need
That's true.
you.
yes.
Please, thank you so much for doing that. We really appreciate it. And there's so many people who will be watching this program from all over the world, from all the continents, And for those who couldn't watch it from the beginning, don't worry. The good news is it's going to be available on my Facebook page, it's going to be available on YouTube. So you can always watch the replay. Always watch the replay. Just type hashtag replay, and we would know how to respond to your questions, your comments. So we thank everybody for taking time out of their busy schedule to join this program. It's 6:17 now, and we will be wrapping up so that we all can go about our respective duties for the day. So thank you so much. Thank you, Beverly. Thank you,
Thank you.
Celeste. Thank you, Real. Thank you, Senada. Thank you, IK. Um, Real, do you want to take a screenshot with your phone? Because I think you are the only one who has not done that. But I'll tag everybody. I've taken a few. So
Mhm.
we thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedule. So I want to summarize everything that we have talked about. For those of you listening right now, learn to set goals. For every day above ground is a blessed day. For as long as you are alive, it is never too late. There is a Chinese proverb that says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is now. It is never too late. Start right
That's right.
now. Go and buy a journal. Go buy your journals. Set goals. Have your family goals. Have your business goals. Have your health goals. Have your spiritual goals. If anybody can remember which other goals should be added, have those goals. Break them down. Put timelines. Timelines are very important. It is those timelines that will make you wake up. Those timelines will help you look forward to the next day. So no matter what your health situation is, when your goals have timelines, there is a way it works with the body, and it puts the body under pressure to wake up the next day. Have timelines, very important. And set big goals. But write down all your goals, whether big, small, but prioritize, learn to take it one step at a time, take it one day at a time. A man or a woman without goals is almost like a dead person.
That's right.
Yeah, so set goals, set goals, set goals. That's why we organize this event. And we want to believe that somebody out there is blessed, inspired, motivated, and has already started taking action. Take action. Like Senada said, get up from your chair and take action. For as long as you remain on that chair, you would constantly hear our voices. We'll constantly remind you. Take action now. So thank you, everybody, for your time. I had so much fun listening to everybody. I learned so much from Beverly, from Celeste, from Real, from Sonata, from Ike, and from Shannon. And I believe the same thing happened to everybody. We all learned from each other today. So thank everybody. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
And
Thank you
yes.
all so much.
Thank
And
you,
thank you, John.
everyone.
Thank
God bless
you. Thank
you.
you. God
Bye.
bless.
All right.
All
All
right.
right.
Bye.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye.